fine. Then the room became quiet. And then he gave a short speech. And what I gathered from that, my name is Major Gordon Amenya, retired. And when Nkrumah came and commissioned us at Military Academy, and we went for social gathering, we heard that somebody was knocking the table. Fine. Then the room became quiet. And then he gave a short speech. And what I gathered from that speech was that I have commissioned you, these officers, to defend Ghana and defend me, Nkrumah. If you fail to defend me, Ghana will suffer in future. And it's true. Today we are suffering. That speech in 1963 has come true. The opponent, which they had led the independence, but they couldn't do it. So they developed sheer deep hatred to destroy everything that Nkrumah did. And they are still destroying. They want to wipe out Nkrumah's name, but they can't do it because we are alive and we shall train our children and children and generations.
Abusia, Mema Wakwaba, Embra Aye Dr. Ren Politics. We speak truth to power. It's all about the fact and it's all about the truth. And I'll buy a better train come on. Let me say, me buy life a check. Umumi wo Aye Dr. Ren Politics so a check. Chia Jikanza, Chia Aye Kamara, Chia Aye Kojo Osei Tutu Bando. Pardon me. Oba share video no, and the topic is very simple. We say Yanum Fono. I saw me chow pa Emma Kwame Nkrumah. Now omo pa o my Ghana for nyina chow. Why this particular topic? Utie major retired Enumwa Semwa. He talked about Kwame Nkrumah's speech. Say yan hwe ni ye ne ye ma ye ho kwan na nipa bonifo bi ene CIA fo ene FBI fo etu ni fra ban so a Ghana ye bebre. And today we are all witnesses of what Ghanaians are going through. And then I'm person me no di ho nkomo. I was hoping and wishing say ka MPP aban ya omu tu Kwame Nkrumah free ade so. They would have done exploits. They would have done magnificent. They would have done well than what Kwame Nkrumah did. But clearly, the signs are not only on the wall, but it's also visible for all of us to see. Aye MPP, amanyo kuono, ejumedia omedi ewo my Ghana. Look, I always tell people, say Kwame Nkrumah was president of Ghana for 5 years. 220 something days, and you can check it. The records are there. Now look, here share the achievements of Kwame Nkrumah vis-a-vis the achievement of MPP for Omotia Kunyaiso. Today we all have seen that the Kwame Nkrumah's achievement stands tall. You see, the greatest honor for Ghanaians the best Kwame Nkrumah is to break his record. What is the record of Kwame Nkrumah? His record was to see economic freedom. Today, $1 was a sign. And MPP did dry yang somewhere yang kontompo na brabada da yang. We were expecting set womo ba. And can you maybe omo send na Kwame Nkrumah ye no omo mamba yebi. But then na yetiase. Yedi eni ehu and yedi ano edi ho adanse. Say ampa MPP political party ni nkontompo party. And it ene we hunu. Adwumafo ni adwumatantan a omayede ama oman Ghana. Compared to the amount of money sir abafutuom I said, come this boy my Ghana. Emma my Ghana to me, Gina and Nash. And our mining attitude apansa. And the businesses are collapsing. What is a Societe Generale for say, or move free or my Ghana. Bank adwumaguo ekuo ebi begu, bank dwumakuo begu. Now you ask yourself all these questions about the sign na ene Ghana Nkrumah egu ana Akufo-Addo. They started with banking cleanup exercise. They targeted the banking sector. They targeted a friend is saying the energy sector. They targeted a friend is saying the insurance sector. Now they've targeted the natural resources. A good year no, they've targeted it. So if you look clearly all around you in the country Ghana, you see, said galamsey is everywhere. It has become rampant. Maybe abengubia ye too amena. Ye too a good year, all because the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo never believed in say but they came purposely to steal. Now, I am hearing things about Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, and everybody knows my stance on Dr. Bawumia. I've said, if you think Akufo-Addo is the worst government, worst president, then vote for Bawumia. Then you witness how worse Bawumia is. And that is the truth. So Bawumia will be when you see if Bawumia has any good intention to develop the nation Ghana, let him start now, because he is the leader of the MPP. When a flag bearer, running mate, flag bearer, one no or pray say, or my Ghana betune swaba president on the 7th of December. You see, Ebusia, Ebiameno betcha same way. Because the nation demands an apology from the MPP political party. And then the MPP party, Tia Africa. You see, not only did they shatter the dreams of Ghana, but also kill the dreams and aspirations of Africa. Today, we all see, for lack of knowledge about Kwame Nkrumah's development, Akufo-Addo's family, Akufo-Addo's uncle, Akufo-Addo's dad, and Akufo-Addo's parents, family and friends, orchestrated the overthrow of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. As if they were coming to do better than Kwame Nkrumah. Today, we are led by people whose parents said that Nkrumah was incompetent. Today, we are led by people who believed in their own foolish thinking that Nkrumah was not a good leader to lead Ghana. Now, let me ask you. No sound. Wow. No sound. Is it true? No sound. Hey, what's happening? Anyway, let me start again. Hey, Asimo, Mama sa wa moti menka. Amesa wa moti menka. Obi said, they'll say, Mr. Cheddar, I see you are a fake politician. You are not Nkrumah. You have been planted there to steal young people's vote away from John Dramani Mahama. Okay. All right. There is sound. Ohine Medasi. Ohine said there is sound. Aduman said there is sound. Ebusiam Medasi. Mamin Tuamin Commons, because I nearly nanka. All right, then. Thank you, Ohine. Commander 1. Freedom Fighters, Commander 1. Ohine David, I'll say there is sound. You see, Etienne said, "What share a year MPP and what must see Nkrumah Bibiano come a year on Nkrumah free so no. We Nkrumah free so we were expecting some MPP by and come by ye Amagana Baba ye crapeshe. But then today no, and near my idea new I no dear dance ye chip face or my Ghana ye ding. Now so my Ghana na ye I didn't know mine ayedin. Or mine ayedin because the people leading the nation today are not patriotic people who believed in Ghana. General Ghana and somewhat echo Kronuswa. What's $1 saying? Bawumia oboni ti koko to say lizard. And every time bopping his head. Catch there and say when the fundamentals are weak, the CD will expose us. And the MSI will say, are the fundamentals weak? Truly, the fundamentals are weak. And internet they was $1 no, and they unu say, Atitia pansamwa, a say, pa America $4. A say, a manin janinja no, because today $1 is equally close to 14 cities. Ghana. Na se Bawumia se wo won hihye bia. Aden na san hihye no wonye ne ene ya no ma Ghana fo ho nto wo mo. Edi se won tumi nya hihye ne ene ya de a. Na je se Bawumia trimu adene, ne trimu osum because se wanya hihye ne ene ya probability say enkofo bebrebe wu kopim time oba be president no is high. Inti ne trimu adene wo twan ya mankofo dodo ewu ansana ne trimu popapa no wo de amoman Ghana na. Clearly, we should understand, say, Bawumia Yobia, he is a wicked vice president and a wicked running mate for the new patriotic party. And people should vote against him. And then we saw the name, Anna, or they nam house to house, a year, a room to room, a year, dormitory to dormitory, and was Rasta Ghana for. But this is the same Bawumia on Nakonta Ebubun for Dan Egu. Fulani na konta ye Fulani for open conform ye wicked. I must say the continent of Africa Fulani for kan. E come true. And I'm being bold and with my statement. Open conform inside the continent of Africa Fulani for kan. Ebi amo na omo hwe wo mu omo pamu nwan omo boa. They are using the nwan to capture and take over people's land. Inti Bawumia onti say nasi ebu obi da egu. Nakonta ebu obi da egu. Wante, wate? But that is the nature of Bawumia. The nature of Bawumia is wickedness. So don't go and make mistake to go and vote for any person called Bawumia. He is wicked than the Kufuado. If he has anything, I say, well, my Ghana, no. This is the time. I say by now, no. Utimishi share and new mama Ghana for to I didn't know one she share. Because when Nimpefe say, well, no, he has nothing good to offer Ghanaians. So at this particular time, a Nkrumah Egu, a Societe General, a bank, Ghana, 20 years in here, town bank, no, because they cannot do business in Ghana anymore. The conditions in Ghana today, no, is not business friendly. The Juma Engu no MPP Nkrumah Akufo-Addo ne Ken Ofuyatamo dano, and that is the gospel truth. You look at the jobs of no Dr. Papa Kwesi Indum. Dr. Papa Kwesi Indum Nkrumah no government the Dr. Papa Kwesi Indum ka. Denika enso aban ba ye aban say one share a car a Ghana government did Dr. Indum ka. They went ahead and collapsed Dr. Indum's bank. Oko enzima minim krano see defense a evalua jura a Dr. Papa Kwesi Indum and a contractors come born ho bosia and the year see defense. And so aban ba no one share what Dr. Papa Kwesi Indum had over 300 branches across Ghana. Abusaun say obi timi bia adwuma ye banking bank. Now over 300 branches. Just calculate it. Udi enya simple mathematics. Each bank bia no say fanipa be 50 kra. Do the maths. Udi each bank bia fanipa 50 kra. Je mathematics na. Over 300 banks. Branches are across Ghana. Baby a Barclays Bank into Minkono, Dr. Papa Kwesi Indum Bank was there. Baby a Societe General Bank Enkono, Dr. Papa Kwesi Indum's bank was there. Baby a Fidelity Bank, Alatafo Bank into Minkoduruno, Dr. Indum's bank no. Na ewo. Ene what is a Fidelity Bank? And I'm almost so a airline be a friend Peace Airline. And then one of the biggest airlines in West Africa. every day biano womu sika womu nya over close to 50 to 100 million US dollars. Nanka yansi ya bank ya Dr. Papa Kwesi Ndum Bank, GN Bank. Ana sa yen gunua ekene Ghana fo bebre no enkometimi aware ometimi ahwe wo mba ometimi abobra because adwuma bi anu wo ye no na eso wo ema wo sika ekọ wo no. The wickedness of Dr. Indu the wickedness of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia deliberately collapsed Dr. Indum Bank. Enti Bawumia no person say no nim say Dr. Indum Bank no anom call it say it was insolvent. No, was not insolvent. So a banker. So a economic wizard. Sana na yere kan ye. Say ni kunu die or ye economic wizard. The economic wizard no could not give the government the advice. Unim say busumi bi etua Bawumia aka. Unim ameka kira. Enti obeka kira also or ye mate keka. Na sika dodo sika pudu a ye man no. Ye man free fuel. Your money free police. Your money free protection. Your money, everything is free. All that Ghana needed from him was to think and bring out ideas and policies that will shape the nation. And Dr. Bawumia and was Ghana for so much Abaman. Me say 2024 about one. You be the real abodam for what Ghana. Otu Abama Dr. Bawumia, excuse me to say, I didn't in Yajuma. I'm being honest. So Otu Abama Dr. Bawumia, why didn't in Yajuma? Because you see, politics is about character. And today I will explain to you the reason character is very, very important when it comes to politics. Would you why didn't you also character the na after all no. Oh my God, and I said that enye and so sorry anopa na wo koton nyoma wo dwom na wo bompa yesi nyankopon we ma nyoma ya mede abadwom a meba beto nkofo mbeto na mebusa wo nkofo na wo bompa yeso mbeto no omu free a friend say Burkina Faso aminia so wo bompa yesi mbeto wo nyoma no mebusa wo empire na wo bon mebusa wo Guinea Bissau na eba beto wo nyoma na eye Ghana fo na eba beto wo nyoma into what GDS or mind for no yes, it can be told. And that is why you moving when we come here, you need somewhere you so that you understand the purpose and reason why politicians not deliberately, and I choose my words carefully, deliberately, or making sure that what mind will not develop. Because they know that the country need develop what and my move for dawa. They will not be taken for granted. Now you see, many who didn't come on, now we'll share a video now, man. Why? Now we'll like a page, no. Now we'll subscribe and so just won't subscribe and now yeah, oh subscribe. And the MPP no a tribal bigotry party. One more than a woman a political party be a moon. A friend is saying, so what did the Akufo-Addo catch the Union votarians? What what did the Akufo-Addo catch the Union Central Region for? Or so man to Abama ninti and yard of the development, Now, if you have a president who is very vindictive, a president who does not know how to forgive, a president who is very, very wicked, the nation will not move forward. I'm telling you, Ghanaians, the biggest mistake Ghana has ever made is voting for Akufo-Addo, who is so wicked. Onim boniface. Say, Obia to Abani and to Amanoa. Sebio, I'm the president for all the country. But Akufo-Addo so no there's all to Abama, one to Abama, one own developer country. Now let's ask Omo to Abama and so way. Sa kwabere for to Abama. Adentina kwabere de 1 year omo kwan emfama wo. So no de on kan tu ne ho. Say ye be ya kwan wo ba bia ono ne ma ho kwan meboa. Enti kwabere fu Akufo-Addo so opeso o chese wa sheda because no se bi mo agimi. Ya mo de mo se ye de aponchi ene aboa kraba mo beto ama. Akufo-Addo ohunu se wa Jimmy a obe use. And that is the reason why I will use you to win power, to propagate their agenda. And in Tina, and you don't see much development because Akufo-Addo no, wamaye nyina ya tiase say, ono Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, or you vindictive, or you wicked. You see, you cannot lead, you cannot have a country papa wo di anim ni timu edene. Sana na be di echire etie. Show me your friend and I will show you my character. Send ye Akufo-Addo suni ne bantie no. Bawumia ye times 2 of Akufo-Addo. Now let me tell you why character is necessary in going forward in 2024. Okotwaba. Character is very, very important. Tina yaba meme I catch you say third force. Me no I mean MPP afa na me near the NDC afa. Because my swans you as one time na me who the way omina ate. Omina ye below performing political parties. But you can't Akufo-Addo dey because my bind it so. Now one tie. A DNT na abatu abwa to 2024 no. Character. The leader's character no matters. Ebe kyerɛw. And now say yakoto aba the character of Akufo-Addo yam fan kwa adwendwene mu nti. Onya akwanya no obegu nnwuma. Obe destroy companies. Obe destroy businesses. Look at UT Bank. Akufo-Addo destroyed UT Bank. Look at Dr. Indum's bank. Akufo-Addo destroyed Dr. Indum's bank. Now, ka bank mienu we kabo. As agongo na juma, you destroy the banks. You destroy people's business, people's livelihood. All because of the bad character, the vindictive nature of the president. Into oyap odin semoni a wonfa. I sa kokora sabi oni trimu etene. O mianu we kunwa wonwene ho because wonu kra no pese wo wu. Tini yemu anko kunkum nyina. The nature of Akufo-Addo, the character of Akufo-Addo. That is the same character ewo ba omiem. Me see ye bubu obi dan. Awa kra businessman bi dan. And asem no court indin wie ye. Na vice president akonta, vice president eyere ama kwanya si ye nko bubu dan no. Now think about this. Utu abama ba omia oba. Ono so be say nnwuma te se de Akufo-Addo say nnwuma no. I'm telling you. Yensroni can pain. Tell you say obi bia obeto abadiama eye bawumia 7 December. Now what bodam? We are bodam ni. You don't have Ghana at heart. So what does so support to bawumia na? What bodam? Because when we say we onyamba ye president impo ne yire ene na contact etimi ma a friend is saying eye command na national security akobubu obi dan. Na sa nipa no be president e die na osusu se na contact for be ye. E die na osusu se ne yire e be ye. Se ba wo mia be president a busa say e die na contact abu Ramadan e be ye. Fulani fo no a ono wo mti kromo na die na wo be ye o man Ghana fo. Can no krenchile to me. Ti character mu hia because character no eye B is B. Because why do we always call numbers characters? Your friend numbers characters because A is A, B is B, 1 is 1, 2 is 1. Uko America 1 year 1, Uba Ghana 1 year 1, Uba UK 1 year 1. Me chiraw di kudienti a character matters. Wan kwa yes some mistake phone biem. Na nkofo magugu nkofo bi ndwuma. Me be ka chiraw kro Akufo-Addo wo ne ba o me ya promfo. Usuro na monka. PDS ba wo mia no ka chira yen say oh PDS fo no se adwumaku yi yemfa ECGC kanyina yemomfo mo no monjeje. Aye ba wo mia. Ye ko wie akire. Na sika pudu a yede ama ECG 6 good months. 6 good months. E se Akufo-Addo ne nkofo bi botum. Ma jeji ECG sika. Oma fa ma Electricity Corporation of Ghana. These people should apologize to Kwame Nkrumah and Ghanaians. Because we thought to say, Omu to Kwame Nkrumah, na komba ye bibia, ye ni enhu bida, ni ano edia dance yama wo. And to us, why character is necessary in 2024 election. Share this video to all the Facebook, your Facebook page, share it on WhatsApp platform, share it to your Telegram pages. You see, character, human character, good character never change. Kufuado need good character. Tuwa ni subai, ne yo, ne kasa. Emira wo pa akonya no wo pa chew, no wo pa ahemfofo chew. Ene wenya akonya ni wi ya aka ne 6 months obefra akonya so. O commande ahemfofo so o sorry. O tiantiem say sorry, ni bodyguard impo. Ni bodyguard impo. Commande chiefs. Womo da empimpimano. Now let me tell you something. We cannot tolerate this nonsensical behavior and attitude from the president, let alone the bodyguard. Meme say the bodyguard ni oso betina UK a. Membo no nya British citizen. Ni the bodyguard na war commanding for. So betina UK Nkrumah. Or per British citizens now their man in math ama ne ma 5 awa wo mo Ghana na waso mo nyina aba. And come ye kroni yi a ni ba dwene so de ne ma betena UK. Ni bisa wo mo ye omo nyoma yi a kani e be ka kire me say wo person betena UK. Me bisa bra bone ni bra fun o ma bontomu suru. And we will go after them. Why do we call principles character? Because they never change. And internet is what you see. So when you see the law of gravity, and your principle, gravity is a principle. What goes up must come down. The mistakes Ghanaians make. What do you have to want to family home? And foul. Well, you man a yebe guno. And check. A combat deal. Che. What do you and my winning da now on team now on kasa. A person with character lives on principles. Any person who has character lives on principles. Akufo-Addo don't have has no character. He's a man without character, so he doesn't live on principles. Ni ye ni ye ni ne. When in Nkrumah Nkrumah, adia be seen trimu no acting without reasoning, without rethinking, my actions, my behavior. What is it going to affect? The decision Akufo-Addo took on the banking cleanup, many people are dead. Because the only source of income is GN Bank. All because they hated Dr. Hindu. They hated him and wished Dr. Hindu was dead. I'm telling you, take it from me. These people are wicked and evil. Look, Dr. Hindu, Neba Eja Hindu, Papa, Otimiko, a friend is saying, White House, in and out. Neurosurgeon, no. What binning? And no one manti, a yawni what tiny and nibre against Dr. Hindu. The man is successful, his children are successful into a tiny and nibre. Ken Oforiatta. Evil man, always wearing white in Ghana to deceive the Ghanaian. On UK, on America, no a share cowboy check, no a shiny jeans, no a shiny Santiago, no one in America, no a ginny. So a bisexual and poor. So a bisexual and poor. At the time will come, we'll tell Ghanaians their sexual preference. The entire Omo gyina mu dendenden be ma ne be ma na oba na obanda. Omo anka so omo ti akonya no so they know themselves. They know themselves. Their sexual preference towards men. Kind of Oriatamo. Who say omo sexual preference. Omo catch them. Or if they can be, if they will be bold to tell Ghanaians their sexual preference, omo catch them. Kind of Oriata. Mumbusa Ken of Oriata. Say the oba jina ho de be jina wade na ope. Me say mumbusa Ken of Oriata no. Say the oba jina ha, ne de be jina ha. Ofori de na ope. Obeyi ma no. You see, a person with, you see, it is difficult for most politicians to have character. I'll tell you today why. The reason why it is difficult for politicians to have good character. Politicians, Kwame Nkrumah, they were God sent. Yes. Because you see, politicians, phobia, MPP, Ekufuadwe, Oneba Omomani character, because character, you have to obey the principles of life. You have to respect principles. And these people cannot respect principles. TMEA. It is hard for them to follow the principles of life. Because so we follow principle, no, people will not cherish and respect them. Because we will know how shallow they are. So only a genia ye dibu mind. At any time we are. They don't like to follow principle because principle comes with sacrifice. And these people don't want to sacrifice. That is why you see Akufo-Addo trying to command chiefs to stand. Respect is earned. You don't force people to respect you. You earn it. People come and watch my videos and they stay. Even though some of them are NDC people, some are MPP, because they know I'm speaking the truth. Respect is earned. You don't force people. But Akufo-Addo, because they don't want to obey the principles of sacrificing for the nation. To look at their behavior when they wanted power and when they got power. Look at the behavior of Bawumia when Akufo-Addo and co wanted power. Look at Samira Bawumia's attitude, dressing when she wanted power. She clothed herself like the angel of Mayafi. From her head to her toe, everywhere was covered. After election, shape yatemu, body yatemu, exposures of the body to the people everywhere. Election, beba. Obehiya Muslim vote. Into obe clothing who Mayafi. Katanenim. They say American Ninja. No, they are Babe Dadao. No, they are true vote. They are fake. These be they that the Bible referred to. These be they. These are them. These are the people that you should watch and pray. When you are praying, you don't close your eyes. You watch them. You watch them. And notice their ways, their behavior, their character. Full of devil. We don't need to say. So a person of character doesn't need a police. They police themselves. So character. You don't need people to be supervising you. You behave, you act accordingly. I see people like Akufo-Addo and Co, they don't have character. That is why you see them. They keep selling their souls. They keep selling their souls. So you see a Akufo-Addo dems. They are always looking for avenue to sell Ghana. Because they don't believe in the principle of Ghana. The country Ghana, no, we have our principles. Ghana has principles that when you become a leader, you follow. It is our principle. But because they can't honor the principle, then they become sellout, selling their principles for votes. And they sell their principles because clearly they don't respect the sacrifices our forefathers made. They don't respect the sacrifices of our women. So when they get the opportunity, they do what? They sell their principles. So watch their followers. Watch their followers. Watch the likes of people that follow the MPP, the NDC. Watch them. Especially the MPP. Watch them. That boy be a friend of a miracle or a crumful. Miracle or a crumful. My brother gave him a pickup truck 2016 for campaign. Besine pickup truck non fan by. Besine. He lied to my brother, so wako park a pickup truck no ni feel or latte baby or boa on park. Besine you won't pick up no. Tear rubber. Brand new pickup. Or a contractor. Then my guy say, Charlie, akwani kosunya so Charlie, I would need your pickup to do campaign. And the man a here pick up. Besine pick up in my or your crumb for or your to bottom need to say. That is why a Akufo-Addo mo afa will beat sir. That is why Bawumia afa will beat the same miracle. So on canning man because when you crumb for wouldn't mean Bawumia ni Akufo-Addo nante. Omo ya crumb for so they want their likes to roll with them. People who can steal and keep quiet. So look at the people that surround Akufo-Addo. Look at them. Look. No real person with character follows Akufo-Addo. People who follow Akufo-Addo and Bawumia are men without character. That is the gospel truth. Thieves. And a chawamweshia. So if you are not a thief, you can't be in their government. Character is simply unchanging. So ask yourself, who is Bawumia? He said to Ghanaians, I have worked at Bank of Ghana. If you give me and Akufo-Addo the chance, we will ensure se kronwa yetimuno. Kronwa yetimuno. Yanko bobosia, yanko IMF. Ebusia mi bisawo. Yako IMF and I yanko. Say yako dia, why do you still believe in Bawumia? The only thing we believe in Bawumia is that your mind is not correct. What bodam? That is the gospel truth. Why do you know Nyedruma? Own your own thought, and you can reason and think. You will not follow Bawumia. Because this is a man who told us, who looked us in our faces on radios, was making mockery of Mohammed's government. He was always goofing. What do you say? The Syrian, a goof. I said, Anoma, Aunt Roshi, When he was given power as the vice president, what is his message? What are we seeing? The cedi to dollar. And then I'm saying, those days, no, nanka was $1 no, and Kawina 5 cedi, nanka what the apart of Fanuama were Germany, would the Akofanuama were Guangzhou, would the Akofanuama were Vietnam, Wako a friend is saying, Ho Chi Minh, Wako Fanuama, and they sa sikan. Just a wunya bebre and son or the Akofanuama. But a mere be a chair, nanka wunyaka crab. And I said, he was on the field as a defender. He couldn't defend. How sure is he going to score a goal? Let me tell you something. We should not allow fools to lead us. Because this is a no anya juma. On my Ghana no yebebere. Adwene no so wonu ma di kan no. So wo ma adwene no wo muti anya juma, the nation suffers. The Bible ne say, and a bank holiday or UK, and a daddy lumba or bo concert or bo show, my bread mintiminko. You better try a match the day. See me. Listen, Bible ne say, when the wicked man is in authority, the nation would see a penny, would dear realm. Now, don't let anybody lie you, say. When the fundamentals are weak, the cedi will expose by Ubia. Don't let anybody lie you, say. Nyankupon is seeing it. Don't fall to that saying. Why? It's one of the foolish statements that people make to justify foolishness. In this age, Nyame be seeing. Get it into your head, and I'll prove to you why Nyame be seeing. Because Bible say when the wicked man is in authority, God don't give us wicked men to lead us. God does not give wicked people to lead. Does not give the nation to wicked men to lead. It is a woman who when Nyame be the about without thinking about the consequences. We made a decision to vote for him. And obedi so. Inti yedwene consequences no ho a. Ye nya hota maklo ka kire ye no a. Enke ankoto aba ma no. Si yedwene nsem bia ne namfofo bi ka kire ye nya a. Ye ankoto aba ma. But you are doing the consequences and you got to Abama. Now we've seen the consequences. Banks have been collapsed. Businesses are collapsing. People are really suffering. You see, food bank kakrea and paying for sponsors. Boy into Sam in Panka Sam Philida Mo, Henry James Mo, a friend is saying. A man for be boy, but could be the same. I mean, body tinti. My car to me, body. Noble. If you see the delight on the faces of our elderly women, I am our rice, oil, yema womo sardine, yema womo milo, nido. Come and see the joy. But why should it happen so? It's because the leaders like Akufo-Addo are wicked men. God never appointed Akufo-Addo. You elected Akufo-Addo. And he doesn't even respect you that you elected him. If he believes that God was the one that appointed him, God says, he said, which the bear money bear made that or bani or bear that, The nation has spoken through the parliamentarians. Yeah, the bill toward him. If he believed and served God and worshiped God, he will append his signature to it. But when Kachem said the battle is the Lord's. Remember, son said, which Lord? And said, Kamubusano. So is it the Lord of Ajagraja? Is it the Lord of Kenufui Ata? Is it the Lord of Methuselah? Or you should have asked him. But you're to ask questions. So we don't ask questions. Now the character of a Kufuado and Ama and the Yin Ayunu say ye kotua ba a free nekwe. A mere conquaji Hausa Kuku. A mere conquaji t-shirt. A mere conquaji 1 CD, 20 CD, 100 CD, 200. No, you are selling your future. Oh, Tom Wodachi. Edi Ajikoko. As a Tom Wodachi, Ejikokwa. You become a slave. Because you will always go out there and vote for foolish men to lead us. Now, after you voted for all your MPs, catch me. Empire na woman who MP. So one in a year, Abba Hospital. In Potemwa, what here? So we are here, Wokobi. Oh, Yaria Hospital, I will come. Our area. A book area of Boning Hospital. This is a faka. Now they are about Kumasi. Now they are about G. G in sooner or confirm to say a yaris, or two for say a yaris say. Maybe I will call what Yarisana, yes, we know more Yarisa. And in Tina who free a Jesua, who MP area, or be called Germany. That's what I'm quite soon or call Germany, or be wood. Because nice and could be called a Jesu hospital. TME. These are the things, Larry. San Yuma when I say Wunu. The quiet in him. Say, and two Abama Wapasia, and will be dear him. I guess our mind not to for near Bebre. I am we yanka UK, a you crew. Would you share Nija amount for any J? So much your cousin, your more British passport, American passport, the Antino manage. I don't know woman conquer pray. Comoros passport. I don't know woman pray Gambia passport. But one person woman British passport. Only the intra. Every human being on this earth want to associate themselves with great and mighty things. The Comoros, enye mighty, enye great, into be person be kwa Comoros ni be person be friends or Italian citizen, German citizen. Any the NG or senisi kakofie ka chede mama se mon passport na mon ko danyankopon ase se enade ye de British passport amame enade ye de American passport enade ye de Switzerland passport amame. You want Obi Kurumu passport. But have you asked yourself how they became mighty and great? How a person will associate himself with the mighty and great? Have you asked that question? If those people were acting and behaving foolishly and stupidly, like the way many of Ghanaians behave, you'll be part of that enemy. Now, hear me here. That is why when I come here, I try to let you understand, say, having the prices of goods and services is determined by the finance minister. As a Muslim, no 5 virgins, but before I said, the prices of the food and water is determined by the finance minister and the government in power. Ladies and gentlemen, If I were you, I would say to myself that just like the Jewish people said to themselves after the Holocaust, that never ever again would they allow people to divide them and kill them. Never again. Tiemie, if I were you, I will act like the Jewish people. And I'll say to myself, never again would we allow this particular MPP party to lead the nation. We should not make such a mistake. 8 years is enough. They have done a greater damage to the nation. They've done a greater disservice to the nation. Let me tell you something. The earlier we realize this, the better for all of us. Look at the attitude towards the Voltarians. Look at the attitude towards the Gonja people. Now, let's be bold and speak truth to power. We cannot be timid. We cannot keep saying he is slow. There is a saying. If you are afraid, you will not prosper. The likes of the French people said, revolution, the French Revolution. France and French for citizenship. People have suffered and died for their country. That is why over UK. You might think, say, we build this city. Listen to the radio stations. Local radio stations. I have that patriotic songs to remind their citizens of where they were once upon a time, to ensure that they uphold and defend their great country. You see, the Nkrumah and Ghanaians, Sakuru and Tumpong and Kwaneni. And that was the story of Kwame Nkrumah. The visions that he had was bigger and mighty. And Yanum did not comprehend where he was taking the nation to. He had already built and given us the freedom we needed. It was left with economic freedom, of which he was building factories and companies. And today, John Dewo, to me, Tanasi said, Nkrumah made a mistake by building a lot of factories. Like this, these are, look at him. Listen to him, or tiny and libre. The Krobia Betum Power. You need the communist approach. You need to build factories and companies. You need to nationalize certain things. Look at what China is doing today. Americans salute the Chinese. In 1978, and I've said this time and over, and I keep saying it because I want you to understand. In 1978, the people of China, Jimmy Carter from America, referred to them as backward people. The Europeans referred to the Chinese as non-entities. Good for nothing people who always give birth to plenty human beings. And that was why in 1978, Deng Xiaoping brought a law that you are allowed to give birth to only one child. The Europeans were telling the Chinese people they were good for nothing, that the only thing that they are good is to have sex and give birth. It pained them. It took a leader to recognize that my people are not good for nothing. It took a leader. For how long will we sit down for people like Donald Trump to refer to us as a shithole? For how long? For how long? For how long will we allow our sons and daughters to be walking on the desert in search of greener pastures where there is no green on the desert? Have you seen anything greener on the desert? We are bounding our green to go on the desert. And even on the desert, people have created a heaven for their people. Why can't we do the same for our people? It's because we keep following the lies of the MPPs. And they are destroying the nations. It's about time we wake up and say that enough is enough. We are also human beings and not born of any inferior god or gods. And that we demand a fair share of a country that will produce mighty men, mighty women, that generations will be proud of. I am always proud of the generations of Nkrumah. I am always proud of that generation who took their destiny into their own hands and fought for our independence. And the generation that came after Kwame Nkrumah, they were given beer to drink at the University of Ghana, Legon. So all their brains are intoxicated. So the brains of Akufo-Addo and co are intoxicated. Nothing good comes out of their brain. All that they know is to destroy. All that they know is to create, loot, and share. But you and I as a Ghanaian, the youth of today, let us realize that we cannot go to the polls and make a mistake. Our mother's future depends on us. Our children's future depends on us. We can't go out there and make such mistakes. They came to steal us. Read the Japadia document and you will weep for Ghana. Would your king can be? The banking cleanup exercise, you be good bank, no? In 2019, I was on radio telling people after the banking cleanup, they will go to the energy sector. After energy, they will go to the insurance sector. And look at what they are doing at Senate. They are touching our old men and women pension money. How can people be greedy like this? How can people be wicked like this? Why have we sat aloof and watched them destroy the nation? I will not take much of your time. But I want you to understand this. And in understanding this, I want you to know this. That there comes a time in life, you need to understand the purpose of your life. In understanding the purpose of your life, there are 5 questions you have to ask yourself. And every problem that the human faces is within these 5 questions. Every problem, the entire universe is in these 5 questions that I'm about to share with you. I think about you. That's what I'm sharing with you. And Nkrumah knew about these 5 questions. And he started solving them for us. But these people, they don't know the 5 questions. And even if they know, they are wicked, so they will never allow themselves to be used to create an enabling environment for Ghana. What are these 5 questions? And I tell you, you are watching me because of these 5 questions. You are watching Dr. Ren because of these 5 questions I'm about to tell you. One, who am I? Every person asks, every great leader asks the question, who am I? Who am I is a question that delves with the identity of a person, identity of your people, identity. So that is why the British ask themselves, who are we? We are Great Britain, a small island conquering countries in Africa, because they knew their identity. Who are we as Ghanaians? We are losing our identity. Till date, if you speak any local language in our schools, they will tell you, shut up, you are speaking vernacular. To hell with your vernacular. People don't feel proud in speaking their language anymore. Jimmy. Number two. Now, when it comes to the question of identity, allow me to expatiate. And it's a question that many a times, many of our people, especially we the black race, we get lost. You see, the average black man, the average Ghanaian, the average African is still struggling with identity. Jim here. Hey, Felida, happy bank holiday to you too. For example, the black man wants to take great pride in wearing Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Chanjon, Fubu, Moncler. What are the new ones that have come? These new designers. We want to wear certain designers because we think that by virtue of wearing these designers, we are being identified by the designer that we wear. So we don't wear ourselves because we don't have one. So we dwell on other people's identity. So you wear Louis Vuitton. You wear other people's identity to feel important. Listen to me. If you are a leader and you don't know this fundamental, doesn't matter who you are, you cannot take your people out of poverty. Deng Xiaoping understood this. TME. Deng Xiaoping understood this. Ask yourself, your leaders say 7 December, who understand this? Who understand this? They don't understand. So that is why when you vote for them, they come and think about going to America. Look how many times our leaders are always in Europe. John Mahama is still in Europe. John Mahama is always in London. Why is John Mahama always in London? Self-identity. Who am I? Identity. He thinks that I need to be in Europe. I need to be in America. I need to be. So our leaders are always thinking of being somewhere so that place will identify them. They are not sitting down and saying, let me be at Enzima. Let me be at Volta region and identify the problems and solutions to fix when I become the president. Albert Amichia. Mr. Richard Amichia. So look, our leaders. They will not go to Chirano. They will not go to, your friend is saying, to sit down with our people, the indigenous ones, have a conversation. How many times have you seen any of our leader visit a local school? Visit a local school, sit down with the people and have a conversation. Have you seen it before? It's an identity. And I'm being honest with you. We can't move forward if this particular thing I'm telling you is an issue. And it's a fact across male and female. Our women wants to be white. Ajwa bruni, kwabena wa bruni. I'm telling you. I'll speak true to you. You like it, you follow me. You don't like it, bye-bye. When you get the understanding, you will come and follow. Because I'm here to make way where there seems to be no way in your mind. Understand this. So today, see the young black family in Europe. Watch the young black family in Europe. What do you see? Their children are joining gangs. Gangs. Because they want to wear Louis Vuitton. They want to wear Timberlands. They want to wear Nike. So they join gangs to sell weed. Road runners. So you see, I know when I say this one, the women will come after me, but I have to say it, you see. See the way our women will bleach their skin just to look a certain way. You heard about a young girl in Ghana called Abadop. See, na me yetuntum no na memam pem. Na memam pem. Intimi ko na me ko paw me ho me buy me skin toning. Apple, madam, you have bleached your skin. Black woman, you are not supposed to bleach your skin. If you were not born with that particular fair colored person, yeah, fine. But be the tuntum, be your cocoa, remain your natural color. Because we want to look like somebody. We want to look like the Apesi Bronibano. We want our perm hair. We wear everything the black family is doing is to be like Apesi Broni. See this topic one day if I say I want to treat it, there are some critical topics I have to start. Year election, we'll be treating it. I will digest it. So you see, we are lost because we don't know who we are. We take Islam, we take Christianity, and we are fighting ourselves with somebody's religion. We go to Anglican church. You don't know the history of the church, but you are there. You go to Catholic, you don't know the history of Catholic, but you are there. Hallelujah. Nyankupo huyamobo. Oma yansa nentiasie. Niema miensa ena iwa abrabo mu anipa bia ese wunya. 1, comprehension. Understanding. 2, knowledge, information. Wisdom, application. So inferiority complex and support. Ura support or a big time fish farmer. But America, but or fish farm or Ghana, big time. To Ghana or a freedom fighter. So to Ghana now, Ufra Bruchina could do Ghana. Would you frame me contact a Ura support? Now, I could talk tilapia, ne one papa be if you what you say. We have to patronize our own friend say, our hard work. What you say? So you see, our women, they hate their own face. They like to put many things on our face just to look like Akwesi Broniba. I'm talking about identity. If you have leaders who don't understand this, when they come, they will not put things in place that will help you come out of this inferiority complex. Because if a person does not know him or herself, you will not get the best out of yourself. You have to know who you are. We don't know who we are. So we cannot even connect spiritually. We can't connect with the source of power, the source of energy, the frequency. We can develop our nation with our own homegrown solutions. But here, your police, your borrowed policing. Your Ghana, your armed forces, your borrowed armed forces. Your school system is borrowed. Everything about the black majority of it. The most important ones, we borrow. So you see, people who hate their own size. They just want to look like Akwesi Broni, slim and tender. Hey, once you wo we ya wo santimemu ya wo igbe memu, wo die ye fetri de chi. In case they deny you obese. But who die him say we curvy. Wo shape ya temu, body ya temu. Tiene una na wakotwitwa wo yafunu. Tiene Ghana for man nyina dodo no anam I say toys. I say chobi nyina hana kwhyem ana wo hana aye bibi na to no so aye bibi na wo nam na kyese wo nam na wo hwe Mark Brown mo na wo hwe Abadope mo timi say ye these ladies are suffering but hey body ya temu oboa obre odidi kakra bia na opeso ofe because wako miemia ne so no amiemia ba bi ma aduane no eto ne yem kakra bia na wa me. You hate your own size. You didn't come because you can't. You look at our people who are memanua, wakoye macho na ne strike see na ne na hwia I am a time off. Johnny Bravo. And the catcher also was through ya kesia and na one word in it. I don't understand why men even think like this. In the military, people don't look kesia was through. In the military, yen kop pesro kesio. No. As a man. Bob Marley said, your feet is your only courage. Listen to it. If you want to be a strong person, it should be in your legs. That is why you see the Chinese people, they don't build their heel. They build their legs. And then there's so pest stamina woman, there's all money yet dinning. I didn't bring them to me carry your body in and won't call. Atimudia mo nam na ma ko tametro na bo nu aye macho bi na ne haye kitikiti na say ya brantia dia no ne na ya hwehwea bi dia kura no wo to bi butim obi ni ye gidigidi na wo bone na pe no wa boso abahwe fom say boom Humpty Dumpty bo fom ana kire wo sa se kwatentam dade na wo soro ha no na wo beda da bi build one build ties, no, or then to feet, no, yes, or toes, no, yes. The bankers also they put unnecessary pressure on us. You just can't find who I am. So the fashion industry, team, you just can't find who you are. So the fashion industry will build something for you. So today, look around Ghana. Fashion industry is building it, and it's not like the fashion industry of Ghana is abroad food there. So we are building others' economy. We are not building our economy. That is a fact. We build a Japanese economy by buying Toyota. Class where Jimmy. Till we 4x4, the more we are buying it, the more we are in their millions of dollars. We are building the Japanese economy. No wonder when you go to Tokyo, there are thousands of millionaires that lives in hundreds of thousands of millionaires that lives in Tokyo. They're building for economy. All because of lack of self-identity. Look at what we eat these days. We feed on abrochire niane. Tiene bibia Maggi. Sodium carbonate, sodium near the gugum. Sodium carbonate. Ye the gugum sa. Amanfono enya high blood pressure. Omunya problem with their kidney. It's because of eduane na wodi. Eduane na what tin mu nyina no. The basic foundation no a starch. The starch cassava anase kondo and the frafra to preserve the food. What you see? Mr. Citric acid America. Who follow no much. Anyway, so Makacho. The 5 questions, and every problem the human faces is in these 5 questions. And then Maka 1 actually. I mean, 2. Now, the 3, 4, 5, maybe major because I mean, now will be framing about Dad Lumba then, but I'm tired. I'm not going to go. Anyway, the second one is, where are you from? And Abeka said, where am I from? Where are you from? And now, where am I from? Every problem on this earth, the human faces, is in these 5 questions. So if you're a leader and you don't know these things, you can't solve the problems of your people. That is why we have leaders who cannot solve problems for us, because they don't understand the problems that we face as a Ghanaian. If you're able to solve the identity problem, you will create jobs for millions of Ghanaians. Because we spend millions and billions to go out there, near the Akokra weave, near the Akokra bleaching creams, to make people powerful, to make economies grow. But if you don't know this as a leader, you will come and then we spend not less than $400 million annually near the intestines, punching intestines, because the leader does not understand that we have an identity issue. These are major problems that faces us. Listen. So number 3, where am I from? The source. We'll talk about where am I from, the source. It's a question of heritage. You can only know who you are when you know where you are from. And as a people, as a nation, we don't even know where we are from. Have a good evening. Thank you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen,